versus Daisy. We've seen both of these characters quite a bit tonight.
Surprisingly enough, these are characters you don't really see on Wi-Fi. Well, you definitely don't see Pit anywhere, but you don't really see Pit on Daisy on Wi-Fi all that much at all. Just because she's got the hard input. She's a hard character, and like on Wi-Fi especially, you know.
And I mean, given how Ramone's been playing all night, he's got a Stitch.
Oh my god! Already. It's been 10 seconds and we've got the first Stitch of the set.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why does that do 35%? I just want to know. I just want to talk Sakurai.
But like, yeah, just like that, off a few small like interactions, Will is now quite a bit of the way down and hasn't even hit Ramone yet.
Yeah, he's struggling to get anything started. But, you know, this is a best of 5. You know what they say about game 1? It's all data. I love
what
it.
a 0 to death and a beautiful way to end it there, Ramone.
I love how content comes back to that.
Yeah, I walk back and Claus on 120% with literally 0 on Ramone until now.
Yeah, and it's 5.3, which is like a multi-hit of the Nair. Like it's not exactly big damage.
He's been hit by half a move.
But here we go. We see the grab coming out from Claus, not getting as much of it as I thought.
Oh my god. He took 62.
Wait, is that another Stitch?
That was another Stitch, yeah.
No, that was Wink Face.
Oh, was it? Might be.
So.
It looked, I swear
I didn't see it.
Oh, sorry, might be. I can't read. I'm a Bowser main.
Ramone's advantage here, looking like just absolutely perfect. Claus has been trying to find these openings, but he's not getting as much off of grabs as he was earlier in the tournament. And Ramone is just still playing fire.
He is carrying his, even though we've had like, what, an hour since their set, he is carrying his momentum, playing just as well as he did versus Exca.
Yeah.
Like anything is getting close to slowing him down.
Ramone is honestly kind of, oh, okay, I like it. Ramone is honestly kind of broken. Like, I know we were saying that Fob is cracked, but I honestly think like Ramone needs to go to fucking Auto Glass because he is shattered right now.
The only thing shattered after this game is Klaus's spirit.
For sure. Yeah, it goes out in my mind.
I mean, that was a really nice read, you know?
Ooh, I like that going quite low, but you got to be careful. Yeah, I was going to say that I didn't realize until only a few months ago that Daisy Peach's forward air is actually her taking her crown off and hitting you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was just a big slap.
Owned by the monarchy, dummy.
Yeah.
That's literally what she's saying right now.
Definitely.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That move got nerfed. Remember that was before 3.1. That shit was more powerful than it already is. Like
that is
Jesus.
You gotta take what. Yeah.
I saw a minute ago. This is kind of stupid. Ramone was initiating a ledge trap, and he literally nared in place 6 times. And
I was going to mention that.
That's the Peach way. Switch your brain off and just.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, I was gonna say I can't blame him because it's absolutely broken. Like I saw someone refer to it the other day as the best command grab in the game. It's just it's just fast forward or cancel or float cancel nairs. Claus is really looking a bit dire at the moment. It's looking tough. Like throwing out up smashes and stuff. I'm not so sure about that. Okay, this could lead to something good. But Ramone just gets back to the edge all right. But Claus keeping his stage control. I like it. Why is that killing at 70? What the fuck?
Max rage, baby, let's go.
So, Claus has to basically not get hit.
Content.
Sorry, guys.
Content.
That was all you. That was all you.
No. Sorry,
way to speak it into existence.
Claus, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Nice one.
My goodness. I think the thing is, once it gets to a certain point, Pit especially is, you know, this is what we were saying earlier. Outside of that side B, which did kill very early, he doesn't really have much smash ultimate BS. And I think that's what someone like Peach has. Yeah. And when Peach gets away with that momentum, like, what can Pit do? You know, the only way to bring it back is to completely outplay your opponent until they die. And I think Ramone just completely had the control start to finish.
It was looking to be a JV 3, actually, like for some of that match, until Will started to adapt and get a little bit more damage and kind of begin to bring it back. Of course, it was too late by the end, but nevertheless, we're going to go in now. I see the Will supporters in the chat, by the way. I see you, Miscellaneous and Exalted.
We've actually got quite a couple of people in chat cheering for both players at the moment. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go.
We do have Fob calling for Dark Pit.
I believe I've just seen in the Discord, they're both kind of saying let's just run it straight to let's just run the whole set on PS2. Doesn't look like Claus is going to want to change character. I think he wants to do this with Pit, otherwise he doesn't feel maybe he'll, he might regret it if he doesn't do it all with Pit, which I can respect. This matchup was more fun than Palu Peach. So.
Oh. Yeah, like, oh my god, I can't believe that. Obviously, I believe that down tilt hit. It's Peach, or Daisy even. But, like, yeah, no, Claus is already doing seemingly a lot better. Maybe this is those adaptations on show right now.
I think,
Rahmone,
yeah. Considering the last game, the Claus was on this %, Rahmone was on 0. So it's looking quite a lot better for Claus at this point.
Yeah, we see that turnip go up. No, oh, it does hit. Oh my goodness, Pit made it back.
Yeah, well, Pit,
Rahmone,
he's got those wings. He's got the wings, man. He's been drinking the Red Bull.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like just Rahmone has got everything covered. Like, Claus is doing much better this game, but I just feel like Rahmone is ready for everything, and he's ready to cover every option.
Oh, I like that. The chart, dude. Claus was all over that, man. I haven't seen Claus pull off a read that hard in quite a while, and that was actually really good.
Rahmone just kind of landed into it. He was charging it before he even fell down, and Rahmone was like, "Sure, man, you can have this one."
Yeah, I'll just give this one to you.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the dangers of carrying maybe even too much momentum, is sometimes players do go on autopilot.
Yeah, that's true. And I think maybe he was feeling himself so much, he was like, I want to get my next 70% string started,
Exactly, and I feel like Claus, he's in the opposite position where he's got to focus really hard on everything Ramone's doing. He's got to pick up on those options, otherwise he's just going to lose.
Definitely. I mean,
he's doing that really well.
Claus is always really good at the ledge. Like whenever I played against him, I was complaining about Palu ledge trapping earlier, but he's always been really good at covering every option. He's even really good with it with Pit, who has debatably less options than a character like Palutena. But obviously he gets forward air there, but he doesn't let Rahmone get off the ledge kind of scot free. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he always kind of has something, at least one or two things to say about it, like that.
Didn't kill.
I'm actually amazed how much rage affects that knockback.
Yeah, I think that's the earliest we've seen, the latest we've seen it hit and not kill.
Yeah, he was at 100, 110. We saw it kill at 70 last game because he was at 170 with rage.
170 rage. Yeah.
That'll do it.
One bit of minutia about this matchup that I have noticed Rahmone doing is that he's actually DIing down throw at 80%. He's actually DIing it up.
Stitch alert. Never mind.
Oh my god.
He's gone.
Yeah, I think one thing that Rahmone is doing very well against Claus is the way he's mixing his DI up from down throw really nicely. Claus is really to get anything from his throw.
It does help as well that Peach is not only light, but she's floaty as well, so she can actually be quite hard to hit with a lot of combos, especially a character like Pit, whose Nair isn't exactly the most reliable move in the game. Just because it just sometimes just doesn't work,
But if he DIs, then down throw to okay.
The fact that Rahmone reacted to that is actually unlike anything I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
Was that in-game lag, or was that just on my end?
I saw it too, but
I didn't actually notice. But I think
maybe it's the call.
I assume it was the call. Yeah.
Miz, if you'd like to describe what happened.
So basically, Claus ran did a cross up Nair just at ledge there, and Rahmone immediately was able to back air him out of shield.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, it's actually I've never seen anyone react to it so quickly.
He was ready. And I think this is what we were saying about. That's what I was saying at the end of game 1. I think Claus, if he wants to win this, he can't just rely on things like side B. And I know he's not, but he's got to rely on outplaying Rahmone. And I
think there's a lot of cases where Rahmone has definitely been all over him in terms of mind games as well. Because there was one point earlier where saw Rahmone kind of neutral was reset a little bit, like neither of them were hitting each other, and Rahmone just started walking away, and Claus kind of stood there and then just ran at him and nared. Like, you need to chill with that sort of thing, because Rahmone was ready for it. That's what Rahmone wanted. When you walk away from someone, you're kind of waiting for them to go for an option. And I think Claus is getting just a little bit flustered and stressed out, which I can't blame him for. I mean, obviously Rahmone is a sick player, and he's getting a lot of reads that he wants. And but he needs to take advantage of the neutral spaces when he gets them, rather than just running in and trying to go for more damage, which is quite a common thing to do when you've kind of been dominated quite a lot of the game. And Rahmone is definitely starting to pick up on that as well, the Guardian Orbitars. I think twice now I've seen him throw the turnip, jump, and then just forward air Claus through it, but obviously Claus is still stuck in the end lag of the Orbitars by the end of that. Sorry, I spoke for a long time there.
One of my favourite things from Rahmone, just in general, because like I say, I've never seen Rahmone play before. I really enjoy his patience. You know, he's not, with the exception of a few things, he's not pushing. You know, he's waiting for Claus to do things. He's analysing what he's doing. Like right now, he's not going for anything until Claus messes up, and now, you know, he's got extra 30%. And I just, it's a really smart way of playing, and it's working extremely well, both in this game.
What was that air dodge? I think he's dead.
No, he's not surviving that. I don't really know what that was meant to be.
Yeah, I think that was, I don't know about that, to be honest.
Missed input is something that Claus will most certainly take, because now he's only at a 90% deficit.
Yeah. And I think if Claus can finally get off some down throw combos, he's not far away from pulling this back. He just needs to make sure he stays alive. Sort of maybe take a page out of Rahmone's patience book. Play it a bit safe.
I think Claus could do with a little bit of help from the Bee Gees right now, because what he's doing now is not having him staying alive.
When you said Bee Gees, I was wondering where you were going to go with that.
Yeah. Trust me, it all comes full circle eventually.
Claus will help from the Bee Gees because he needs this back.
That's amazing.
Bro.
Oh my goodness.
This has actually been some of the best commentary ever conceived. I actually love that, right? Like, I like that Claus is stalling with the jumps, but Rahmone counted them, and as soon as he saw that Rahmone, Claus had run out of jumps, he just went in there and just float dared him, I think, or forward air or something like that. Like, he was ready for it. He wasn't having any of the stalling. Claus just needs something, and I don't think it's going to happen in this game. I'm not going to lie. Like, maybe he'll get the run back in grounds, but at the moment, Rahmone is just looking all over him.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying at the end of game one. This isn't the kind of thing that Pitt can just sort of BS his way to the win. You know, Claus has got to figure out what to do, and he's got to, you know, he's got to outplay Rahmone for the rest of this stock and an entire another stock without, you know, taking much more damage, if any at all.
You guys must have seen the memes where, like, as Pitt, you have to win neutral like 28,000 times in order to actually get a decent amount of percentage, and that's kind of what's happening to Claus right now. Like, he's got to, like, that's what you were saying right there, content, is like, he needs to okay, you crazy man, alright, okay, this could happen.
Right there, I mean, down tilt to up air, yeah, that's new, baby, that's new stuff.
Version 8.
Only in version 8.0. But, you know, Daisy... Oh, that's another stitch. I can't believe he's gotten 3 stitches.
Okay, chill out. I was going to say, he was waiting for that, man. Like,
yeah. And that's what we're saying about Rahmone's patience. There's no reason for him to approach at that point. So he just waits until Claus overextends, and he dies for it.
Yeah, that was too much. It was too much. Yeah, like, Rahmone was just all over him that whole time. I'm not going to lie. I haven't quite seen anything like that, if I'm honest with you. Either way, we're gonna go back to losers. We're gonna have.
I just want to say that was a good. Like, I mean, it was a 3-0, but I do think that Claus was beginning to